We'll see fault handling. In web services, you will hear this term fault handling. Yes, actually, you people are not new to this concept, I can say. You people are not new to this fault handling concept. So, what do we mean by a fault? A fault means, in Java terminology, a fault means exception. Fault means an exception. Yes, fault is nothing but an exception. Okay, yes. So you will find that web service operations may raise exceptions. Okay, they may raise exceptions. So let's see how they look like. Here you'll find that an operation may throw one fault or multiple faults. So whatever the faults an operation throws or produces, those fault details will be there in the WSDL document. Okay, so now we'll try to study those details today. So let me deploy this service. I'm sorry. You see, you'll find that you got a bank service here. This is another service, okay, which demonstrates fault handling. This is also provided by Access to framework. Access to itself provides this example. This example is part of Access to. They provided this example, okay, to demonstrate fault handling. I'll click on this bank service. Okay. Now, here, first of all, can you people identify how many operations are there here? One, two. Is it one or two? Just a second. Yeah, I'm sorry. So you'll find that there is one operation here, not two. Only one operation. Operations. The operation name is withdraw, and this withdraw operation, it got an input as well as an output, right? And you will find that for the first time, along with input and output, there are couple of more elements here in the operation. What are they? Fault. So this fault, you know, here it indicates that this method actually throws two exceptions. This method throws two exceptions. One is account not exist exception. The other one is insufficient fund exception. It may throw these exceptions. Okay, it may probably it may throw this exceptions: account not exist exception, insufficient funds exception. So you have to appropriately handle them. Okay, fine. So here, if you were to write this method signature in Java, okay, then how will you write it? Can you people give me at least a similar method signature in Java? It may not be exactly same, but close to this one, close to this operation which you're looking at. Can you people give me an example or just an appropriate Java representation here? Yes. I want method details. Method withdraw, request, no. Why did you start with class? Don't worry about those things. Just I said a similar method signature need not be exactly same as the one which you're looking at. Public, okay, boolean, withdraw, but where is throws? Throws is missing. I'll tell you. Throws is not there. No? Let's say public, withdraw, response. Huh? Withdraw response is a return type. Withdraw is a method name. Withdraw request is the input. And then it throws account not exist exception and insufficient funds exception. Throws account not exist exception and insufficient funds exception. Sorry, that's it. Got it? This is the method signature. It is actually more than method signature. I'm sorry, it has got return type. It has got throws clause also, right? Yes. So this is how it looks like. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So that's it. That is what I want you people to understand. So the rest of the things, hope you know. That means whenever this method is called, withdraw method, okay. So you have to understand that it may throw these two exceptions. Yes, that is what I want you people to understand. Yeah. So now I guess I'm going to leave you here. I'm going to leave this, digital document, rest of the digital document to explore on your own because yes, this is all predictable now. You can understand. Okay. Yes. The rest of the thing is pretty much easy for you people. I guess it won't be difficult. If you got any difficulty, please let me know. Yes. Now I will talk about access to web service packaging. You know, generally, if you develop a web application, how will you package it? What is the deployable unit, packaging unit for a web application? Yes. What is the deployable packaging unit for the web application? WAR file. That's right. Actually, after you develop a web application, you can create a packaging unit called as var, and the full form of this is web archive. Web archive. Generally, if you are deploying a web application from the Eclipse IDE, probably it won't create this var file. It will straight away place this web application as it is in the folder format itself. But there is another option. You'll find that you can create a var file. For suppose here I got a web application first web project. What I can do, I can create it as I can create a var file. You see, you can select the project, right click on it. You'll find export var file option is there. Var export var. Click on this export var and destination. Let's say is desktop. And here I'll click on save, finish. You know what? Here you got this var file now, web archive. You open this var file, so you'll have all the web application structure here along with the files. This is a deployable unit. I can say that this is a deployable unit which you can simply place it on the server. You can deploy it on the server. Similarly, for the access to web service also, there is a packaging unit. It is called as .ar. .ar. The extension is .ar. It is a deployable unit here, I can say. So you see, you'll find that Full form of .ar is access to archive. The full form of .ar is access to archive. Okay. I'm sorry. Here you'll find that we got many examples of .ar files which you can see in the access to libraries which you have downloaded. So hope you people have downloaded access to libraries, right? You'll get a zip file, right? So not in the libraries exactly, but the zip file which you download. I've asked you people to download the zip file, right? In that zip file itself, you'll find samples here. Samples. If I extract the zip file, in the lib directory, you'll have all the jars, the libraries related to access to. I'm sorry, but here in the samples folder, you'll have a lot of examples which you can refer. Okay, yes. Just a minute, please. Give me 1 minute, please. Give me 1 minute. Yeah, I'm sorry. Here, the examples, you'll find that they are here. You see, just now we saw the bank service example, right? This is the skeleton for that bank service. It is provided by Java people. Okay, that means here it's a service implementation class. Yes, it's a service implementation class here. Yes, we can take this once. This is what I was talking about, the withdraw method which we saw. You can check this once. Okay. Here, actually, if you want to build a service, as I said, a service which you have developed, you can build it, you can build it. You can make it a access to archive. You can create a access to archive and all that, add all that web services, add all the project files, okay, web services project files to that archive and deploy it on the server. What you're looking at here, bank service.arr. What is this? This is the packaging unit a deployable unit which I was talking about. Okay, this is the deployable unit which I was talking about. So I will tell you how to create this packaging units, but before that, here you see we'll try to explore what is there in this packaging unit. ARR, .arr, the extension is .arr. Just a second. Hmm. Always I use WinRAR to open this files. I recommend you people to install WinRAR. WinRAR is similar to WinZip, which can help you to open this kind of files. Web archives, or actually, what else? You'll have, yes, this access to archives, jar files. Jar files also will be there, no? Yes, you can use this WinRAR. It will be easy for you to work with it. Yeah, okay, fine. So you see, this is the content which you got in that zip file. Sorry, in that ARR file. This is the content which you got in that ARR file. Okay, yes. So you'll find that you got example, it's a package, and in this package you got all the classes here, okay, which are generated for this service, dot class files, all the classes. Then you see you got meta-inf folder. In the meta-inf, actually this wisdom document is created beforehand itself, but it is not mandatory. But in meta-inf, I want you people to concentrate on another file here. What is that? Services.xml. What is services.xml? What is services.xml? What is services.xml? I guess we have discussed about it once. Yeah, here in web application development itself. Yes, services.xml. What we'll have in services.xml? In services.xml, you'll have the details about the service. Yes, you will be registering the service. Yeah, so you know what, this is somewhat similar to your web.xml file. Generally, why do we use web.xml file? We'll create a servlet and we'll configure the details about that servlet in the web.xml file, right? will register the details or configure the details about the servlet in the web.xml file. So here, you'll find that when we define a web service, the details about that web service, okay, that service implementation class, I can say, in other words, actually, which contains the business logic, the service implementation class, the details about that service, you'll find that they are configured in this services.xml file. They are configured in services.xml file. Okay, yes, that is how the services XML file is used. Okay, so let us open this file once and copy this content. Yeah, you can check this. So here, can you people tell me what's the service implementation class name here? What class name is configured with the service implementation class? You will find that it is example.bank service skeleton. Here, the service class details are configured in line number 9. Okay, the service class details are configured in line number 9. Yes. They are configured in line number 9. Yeah. Here, this way always, you see the fault details are also provided here. What is a fault? Fault is an exception, I said. You see, these exceptions, are they predefined exceptions or custom exceptions? Are they predefined or custom exceptions? The exceptions which are thrown by this method, sorry, are they predefined or custom exceptions? So you'll find that basically they are all custom exceptions. So you see, each exception or fault, each fault is mapped to an exception class here which is defined. So you have to create this exception classes. If you are developing the web service, if you are developing the web service, okay, if you are responsible for developing the web service, then definitely you have to define this exception classes. Yes, and this is how each exception class is mapped to a fault here. Yes, each exception class has got a fault. Fault means nothing but, it's an exception, as I said. And basically, here we can think of it as a kind of an error name, okay, exception name which is given. And that exception is, or that fault is mapped to the appropriate exception class. Yes, that's it. Okay. Now, actually, how do we create this ARR file? How to create this ARR file, web service archive? And where we have to add it? This way do we need to add this file? Here, as of now, if you go in existing web service, you see what I did is I've added it to the access to folder. I'll show you access to. You'll find yes. You see in the access to folder, you will see this repository folder. In the access to, you'll find a repository folder. Okay, yes. In this folder, you'll find services. Under the services folder, you'll place that that file. Okay, yes. Under the services, you'll place that file. Yeah. That archive file, we'll place it over there. Yes. Fine. So hope you people got it. Here you'll find that in order to create this access to archive, you can use that. You can take the help of those scripts. They're already available here. I'll show you. In the samples, we got this build here, right? Build.xml file. This build.xml file contains the details about basically this build file which you're looking at. This build file can be used to create that access to archive. So what is this build file actually? Build file is it contains the AND script. There is a tool called as AND. There is a tool called as AND. Is anyone familiar with this AND tool? And to create that build file, so that AND script is used. Is anyone familiar with AND tool? Actually, it is not specific to web services, not just specific to web services. Normally, it is used in the development environment and to build the applications. Yes, in the industry, we use it for Java-based applications. So, is anyone familiar with AND tool? Or did you people heard about AND tool? And what is AND? AND is actually a build tool. Okay, AND is actually a build tool. AND is a build tool. Yes. Basically, the purpose of the AND is to create this kind of deployable units itself, to build the applications. Building applications means creating this deployable units like WAR files, archive files. Okay, come to compile the code to build the deployable units. Okay, so to automate all this process, we use this AND tools. Basically, if you're using an Eclipse IDE, Eclipse IDE will make sure that it will take care of this building process and all. Okay, but you know what? Here, you can also use AND tool to build applications. Okay, yes, you can also use an AND tool to build the applications. Yes, here AND tool is capable of handling the build process. It can create a deployable unit like this ARR file which you saw. It is created by that AND tool itself. And what you're looking at is all AND script build. It is all AND, the this script is all related to AND. Okay, this script is all related to AND itself. Yes. You know, here, this is a very simple tool. I want you people to explore this tool. Yes, please do it. It's very simple and straightforward. Okay, but before that, I want you people to do this. If you want to work with AND tool, please download AND distribution. Download AND distribution here. Yes. Oops. You know this tool? Who provided this tool? This tool is actually provided by Apache Software Foundation itself. They have provided many such tools. This tool is also from Apache Software Foundation itself again. Okay, yes. This tool is also from Apache Software Foundation itself. Yeah. So this is the official site where you will find it. You can just take this link and paste it here. Please download this AND tool. At this stage, you should be able to explore this AND tool. I guess it should not be a big problem for you people. Yeah. So what it does basically, I'll show you this AND setup. You have to download this binary distribution. Zip file will be there, you see, this one, zip file, bin.zip file, bin.zip file. Please download this one. After downloading that zip file, yes, all of you please concentrate. I'm showing you the AND setup for you people that you can work with AND tool. Yeah. After downloading the zip file, what you have to do is you have to extract the zip file. Okay, you see here in my directory, C directory, I've got that extracted file. Yes, you can see that extracted file here. So you'll find that here in that extracted folder, in the extracted files, you should see a bin directory. You should see a bin directory. Yes, there is a bin directory. This is important. So in that bin directory, you'll have all the executable files which we, or the AND scripts, executable files, the batch files which are needed, okay, to run with, to work with ANDs. Okay, yeah, you'll have all the executable files here. So what I want you people to do is, yes, you have to copy this path till bin directory. Copy the path till bin directory. Okay, copy the path till bin directory here. Yes, and then go to the system variables. Under the environmental variables, you have system variables, right? You select the computer, right click on it. You got properties. You got advanced system settings, right? Here in advanced system settings, click on this advanced system settings. Yeah, you'll find environmental variables. Click on this environmental variables, and then in the environmental variables, you'll find system variables, right? In the system variables, use this path variable, path, okay, path variable. Select this path variable and click on edit, and then you go to the end of this path. Don't edit this path, okay? Just go to the end of this path, and after navigating to the path, end of this path, there place a semicolon, okay? At the end of this path, place a semicolon, and then you have to paste that path, okay? You have to paste that path which you have copied. You have to paste that path which you have copied, okay? Yeah, that's it. In this way, you will add that path. And also, you have to make sure that you set this Java home. Make sure that you set this Java home as well, okay? Yes. Set this Java home. Yes. Java home. Java home should be set. You have to add this Java home path variable also. You see, Java home should be referring to the JDK directory. Make sure that you add this one also, because and will search for this JDK. It will use JDK. Definitely, it needs JDK. And needs JDK. So it will search for this path. Always, it is better to set the path this way, Java home. Yeah. So Java home, it should be referring to the JDK directory. Yes. Okay, fine. These are the two things which are essential. One more thing. If by any chance in AND, if you're using Tomcat server, if you're working with Tomcat server in AND, okay, if you're working with Tomcat server in AND, yes, let's say using an AND script, you're trying to deploy an application on the server, yes, you can do that, okay. Using an AND script, you can deploy an application on the server. If by any chance, if you got that kind of AND scripts where you're deploying the application on the server, on the web server, using an AND script, okay, if you're doing that, then I want you people to set another path. What is it? Catalina home. You have to set another variable here. You have to add one more variable with the name Catalina home. Yes. The variable name should be Catalina home. Yes. Add a variable, the name Catalina home. Please add this variable Catalina home. Actually, it is better to add it. And this Catalina home variable should be referring to the Tomcat installation directory. It should be referring to the Tomcat installation directory where you have installed the Tomcat server, you see. Yes. Wait a minute. So wherever you have installed the Tomcat server, yes, browse to the location, to the home directory of the Tomcat. You see, this is the installation directory of your Tomcat server. Browse to that location, copy that path and paste it here, and click on OK. That's it. Catalina home. So here, as I said, if you're trying to deploy a web application using AND, so you will need this Catalina home. So what is this Catalina home referring to? It is referring to the server. So your Tomcat server will read the server's path. The AND tool will read the server path, Tomcat server path, from this variable itself, Catalina home. Okay. Yes. Sorry. So here, this way you have to set these three variables. First of all, add the location of the bin path and bin path to the path directory. Then add these two variables. Catalina home should be referring to the server. Java home, it should be referring to the JDK. So Catalina home should be referring to the Tomcat server. So who will use this? AND tool will use these details. Okay. So as I said, using an AND tool, we can deploy the applications on the server, web server, right? The Tomcat server. So when we ask this tool to do this, to deploy the application on the server, then it will use this path Catalina home to check where exactly the server is, to obtain the server's path. Yes. So these are all the settings which you have to do. That's it. So once you do this, I can say that you're ready to work with Ant tool. Yes. So basically, what do we have in this script? This is build.xml file. Actually, if Ant is successfully installed on the machine, if you type this command Ant and press enter, you see you will get this message. Okay, build.xml does not exist. So why it is giving this message? Actually, Ant is working. Ant is working. Here, what you can do is uh, you can uh, you can type this command ant-version. If you type this command ant-version, it indicates that your ant tool is working. Okay, yes, your ant tool is working. So whenever you type this command ant, it will search for this build.xml file in the current directory. If it finds the build.xml file, it will execute that build.xml file. So in this current directory, there was no build.xml file. In this current directory, there was no build.xml file. So I failed to find that this build.xml file. That's the reason why it is throwing this exception. Okay, yes, this error. But ant version is working. Okay, yes. So, this script is for the ant tool. Ant will read the script and it will execute it. The script, we call it as a build script, and basically, you can think of it as a kind of program itself. Okay, not a Java program. It contains instructions for the ant tool. This build script contains instructions for the ant tool. As of now, in this build file, what instructions are there? You'll find that here in this build file, uh, the instructions for the ant tool are to create a .arr file to build that web service application and create ARR file. That is the instruction here. Yes. So uh, you will find that in the ant in the build script. I'm sorry. In the build script, you'll have targets. In the build script, you'll have targets and properties. Property elements are used to declare variables. Property elements in the AND script are used to declare variables. Yes, property elements are used to declare variables in the AND script. Okay, yes. But before I move any further, let me clarify one doubt for you people. So do we use AND only to build web services? No. You can use AND to build any type of application, not just web services. Okay, yes. You can use AND to build any type of web applications. So here you see property elements are used to declare variables. So in line number 22, you know what we are doing? This AND script line, here here in this line, we are declaring a variable with the name visitor.uri, and the value stored in that variable is bank.wstl. That's it. There is another variable declared called as service.target, and the value of that variable is this. And these variables will be used in the AND script. Somewhere in the AND script, those variables will be used. Okay. Yes. So you'll find that in the AND script, in this build file, you'll have targets. So what is a target? You can think of target as set of instructions. In the target, you'll have set of instructions. In the target, you'll have set of instructions. In the target, you have set of instructions. So each target, you can relate it to a method in Java. Each target, you can relate it to a method in Java. Okay, yes. Each target can be related to a method in Java. So you see, you will find that every target will have a name. In the target, you'll have the details about, or you'll have the instructions. Each target will contain a set of instructions here. Yes. Each target will contain a set of instructions. Yeah. So, you know what? I want you people to study this build script and try to understand what details are there in this and script. Okay, I want you people to understand what details we got here in the and script, and I want you people to explore them. Yes, definitely you can. They're very easy instructions. There is no logic, complex logic here. They're very easy instructions. For example, mkdir, why it is used to create a directory. To create a directory. Similarly, you'll find uh, Java C somewhere. Java C is used to, Java is used to run an application. Java C will be there to compile the programs. Okay, class path to set the class path for the libraries from where from where to load the libraries or jar files. That class path element refers to that jar files. Yes, copy to copy the files content of one file to another file. Very simple instructions. I want you people to go through them once. Okay, yes, please do that. Hope you should be able to understand. Okay, so but definitely I'll plan one session separately for this. But before that, I want you to explore this tool. Okay, yes. So once we are done with this course, this course, I hope who are attending the class from the beginning, so they are now equipped with Maven, know how to work with Maven, and then you are also equipped. You will be equipped with Ant tool also. Yes. So these are most commonly used tools in the development. Okay, fine. No. So you will find it very useful. Yes. Maven is used a lot nowadays rather than Ant. Okay, but Ant also has got its place. Yeah. Okay. So we saw ARR, access to archive, how it looks like. Basically, it's the packaging unit for web services. Web services. Yeah. So we understood what is a fault. Fault is nothing but an exception in Java. In web services terminology, exception is called as a fault. Yes. This is about access to web services. Now we have learned SOAP-based web services. So we understood visitor documents, we understood SOAP, messages, all such things. Now here, the next major emphasis will be on RESTful web services. And there is one more small API called as JAX-WS, which we use to develop web services in Java. Okay. Yes. That is a standard Java API. Whereas this access to framework, which we have used to develop the web service, it was from a third-party open source community. It was provided by open source community called as Apache. You people know that. But there is a standard API also called as XMLWebServ, okay, which simplifies the development of web services, though it is not that sophisticated as access to, but it is also reasonably good. Okay, we can also use it to develop a web service. So we'll see that. Okay, so I think one class is enough for that also. Okay, just one class is enough. Then we have to concentrate on the RESTful web services. But I have got some plans for the RESTful web services. Let me tell you people. These weekdays will not have web services class. Okay, there will be one class in between. I'll let you know when we'll have that class. Just a minute, I'll give you the date also. So we'll have a class on Friday, 7:15 a.m. Indian time. RESTful web services class where I'm going to talk about XMLWebServ. Okay, and next coming Saturday, not Saturday. Yeah, Saturday for me. I'll give you the Indian time. Please accordingly try to convert that. Saturday, next Saturday, at 7 p.m. I think it is little early for you people. Shall we make it 7:30? Yeah, 7 p.m. Indian time. That means, I guess, it is. You can convert it. We'll have RESTful web services class. It will be for 1.5 hours or so. Okay. Yes. Please make a note of the schedule. 1.5 hours. And on Sunday, again 7:15 a.m. Indian time. That means for you people on the same day. You'll have another. Sorry, I'll make 8 a.m. No, 8 a.m. Indian time. Another RESTful web services class. It will be for 1.5 hours again. And on Monday, again 7:15 a.m. Indian time. We'll have another RESTful web services class. So 3 classes are enough for me to complete this RESTful web services. This is our schedule. Okay. Yes. So please make a note of it. And people who have registered for EJV, I'll let you know when we'll have the EJV classes. Okay. Yes, I'll let you know when we'll have the EJV classes. I need some time for that. Yeah. So this is the schedule, so which will follow this week. And during weekdays there is no class. Okay. Only these days we'll have classes. That's it for web services. So EJB, I need some time. Whoever is registered for EJB, give me some time. I'll give you the schedule for that also. Okay, so this is the plan for us. So I need 3 classes, around 5 hours or so. Okay, we'll try to spend 5 hours and we'll complete the RESTful web services during this time. So please make a note of it. All of you, please make a note of it. Yeah. Okay, that's it for today. Again, for web services, we'll meet on Friday, Indian time, 7:15. Thank you all.